Welcome back. Wegovy, semaglutide, hot topic all over the news. I want to talk about it today, give you some more perspective from the step 4 trials. Okay, so it's getting approved. Wegovy is getting approved by drug regulatory agencies around the world. And the step 4 trials showed that maintained treatment with semaglutide compared to switching to placebo resulted in continued weight loss about 18% over 68 weeks. So I want to break this down for you so you understand what's going on, what it can mean for you, and how it can affect your health outcomes. So welcome back. My name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance, where I build adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. Thanks for joining me. I want to talk about Wegovy and also kind of the risk that it might not be effective after you stop. You might regain your weight. So that's why I called it regaining after Wegovy. Here we go. Let's look at this. That's the clinical trial program, semaglutide treatment effect in people with obesity. And this is about the step 4 trials that were published in April 2021. I'll put a link in the description below to that. Basically how it went, 803 participants completed a 20-week run-in of weekly treatment with a mean weight loss of 10.6% of their body weight, and then were randomized continue treatment or switching to placebo for 48 weeks. And I'll put just a moment a picture of the methods here. How these participants qualified: they had at least one self-reported unsuccessful diet effort to lose weight, a BMI of over 30 or at least 30, or 27 or higher with at least one treated or untreated weight-related comorbidity, not including diabetes. So if they had other health conditions, they were qualified for this. And then the baseline, all participants received a lifestyle intervention from week 0 to 68, including monthly counseling by qualified healthcare professionals in person or by telephone. So they were working on 150 minutes of physical activity per week and a 500 calorie deficit diet. That's my next slide here. All right. And let's look at the methods for this. The step 4 method, I've been covering these steps, so I'll leave a link to the playlist so you can see more about the step trials, first semaglutide, Wegovy weight loss, and see how it fits into your health picture. But here it is. This is a step 4 trial. At the bottom, you see 500 calories per day diet, like minus 500 calories per day diet, 150 minutes of physical activity. Everyone got that for the entire 68 weeks, which is over a year, right? In case you guys forgot. And then when you go up, they were titrated up to 2.4 milligrams of semaglutide. And then after that, after all those people reached that 20-week point, they randomized the trial so that some of the people received placebo injections of an inactive ingredient, and then some of the people continued on the semaglutide for the other 48 weeks. And there's a 7-week follow-up period, and then they're in the trials at 75 weeks. And that's really fascinating here is the results. So this is the waist circumference during the entire trial. So you see at 20 weeks, everybody was on a semaglutide, and the people who switched to placebo gained some waist circumference back. So went up 2 inches. And then the people who continued semaglutide for the other 48 weeks continued to decline in their waist measurements. And this one is the body weight during the program. So when everyone was on it, everyone was dropping. And then the continued semaglutide continued to see weight loss. And that's really encouraging for people who are interested in weight loss injections like semaglutide and Wegovy. That's promising research that shows that the continued weight loss is probably from the active ingredient semaglutide in these injections. And that is big news. That's huge impact. When I look at this chart, I see the potential for saying that they've also demonstrated that Wegovy is not effective after you stop taking it, and you so far seems like you will have a kind of return of your waist circumference and body weight, right? So you're going to get your weight back after you stop. And you might need to continue this based on your doctor's recommendations. So that's really fascinating here. And then also in the results, proportion of participants achieving thresholds of weight loss during the entire trial. So over 80% of the participants getting Wegovy 68 weeks, lost 5%, and it went down to about 40% people lost 20 or more pounds. And compared to people who got Wegovy for 20 weeks and then switched to placebo, their results, they weren't able to lose as much weight as frequently as people in the treatment group with the semaglutide. So all that is really fascinating if you're a nerd like me, or if you're interested in this medication, and it has huge impacts on the weight loss industry and fitness coaching, chronic disease, public health, all those factors. So I want to make sure I cover it on my channel here. And then this is what I help people with when you're talking about health changes and health habit behavior changes that you can make that can be sustainable, no matter whether you are getting these weight loss injections or you are off of them, or you never get them, or you can't afford them, or anything like that, because this is at once a good and bad result in terms of, you need more, you might need some environmental changes, some health habits changes to work on that. Okay. And then here, mean weight change from weeks 20 to 68 was minus 7.9 in the treatment group, compared to the people who stopped taking Wegovy. They gained 6.9% of their weight off of what they had lost after 20 weeks of Wegovy. And that difference is statistically significant. So that means it's probably not just a series of coincidences. A lot of that is going to be directly related to the medication. Another interesting factor for Wegovy and semaglutide, GI events, adverse effects, stomach aches, nausea. It does affect your appetite. I'll also leave a link to side effects and kind of my intro to what Wegovy is. I'll put that closer to the beginning. Almost half of the participants who had the 68 weeks of treatment had side effects in their stomach. So their tummy was rumbling, they weren't feeling good, and that could be a factor for you too. Overall, Wegovy could be a valuable part of your healthcare plan. I am not a doctor. I am a health coach and medical scientist and medical writer. So talk to your healthcare provider to see if it's a valuable part for you. It could be. This is really interesting stuff. And also what I was talking about, you need confidence, realistic focus, and accountability with or without semaglutide. So that's where I come in with a guilt-free framework. And when you're talking about those three factors, you have a little bit less to worry about when it comes to Wegovy and other questions you'll have, like cost or length of treatment, or the rebound effects that we're starting to see in terms of it's not working when you don't take it, or maybe the results aren't sustainable. So if you want sustainable weight loss or health habits or more energy to lead the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams, you want to work with me, right? So one more thing I want to throw in here: better health habits and approaching a healthier weight for your body are good, even if temporary. So even if you only lose weight for a little while and you come back up, that will be better than just continuing to go up or maintaining, right? So if you have a plan that works for you, that is supporting your weight loss, that's going to decrease your risk of other chronic diseases, keep your cardiovascular health up, make sure that, reduce your risk of type 2 diabetes, all that stuff. If you want to learn more about what it's like to work with me, check out the Entrepreneur Health and Business Goals Checklist. That's in the description below. That's completely free. And it's got 25 tips in physical activity, nutrition, and goal setting that can help you become an adaptive business leader. And then finally, a question: do you use Wegovy/semaglutide? Would you get weekly injections to lose weight? Leave a comment. Let's have a discussion about it. And then I'll also put links up on the sides here so you can check out more to learn more about this incredible, groundbreaking weight loss drug and the impacts that can have on public health and your life. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Keep practicing. Peace.